I learned that Estelle was a healer and eagerly asked her if she would treat a friend whose spine had been injured 5 years previously. She readily agreed, though the doctors said the injury was incurable and the unhappy girl was resigned to spending the rest of her life in a spinal jacket. Estelle gave her healing, and for 6 months there was no apparent change. Then, quite suddenly, there was some improvement, and we dared to hope again. The improvement, once started, advanced apace. In a matter of weeks all pain had ceased and, a few months later, full use of the spine was restored. I continued to sit with Estelle, and one day came a message from Red Cloud indicating that the healing of my friend was an example of what could be done by spirit healing. I also could exercise such gifts if I would devote myself to the things which must be done. I felt very humble and inadequate, but immeasurably proud to have been thus chosen. I applied myself to learning, and under Estelle's guidance it has been my privilege to bring about many healings wrought by divine power working through prayer. Thus out of tragedy had grown new understanding. My recovery from the shattered loss of my wife and son has been due to the ample proofs of the nature of life, both here and hereafter. In grief I'll learn the true meaning of earthly existence, and my own life is now ordered accordingly. Indeed, it could hardly be otherwise, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. This is a very happy sequel to this story, as I now have the frequent pleasure of meeting with this headmaster with his second wife, the lady of the spinal jacket, and they have the most adorable small daughter. An interesting instance of earthly friendship continuing undisturbed by death is that of Sir John Marshall and the late Marquis Curzon of Kettlestone. Sir John, a distinguished scholar, the author of a number of outstanding works on Indian antiquities, was one time Director General of Archaeology in India. Lord Curzon was Viceroy of India when the two men first met. Their mutual love of archaeology quickly drew them together and cemented a friendship which was broken with Curzon's death in 1925 but reborn 30 years later.